Hi guys, Tech James here. In this video I'll be showing you guys a tutorial for action replay for the original Sony PlayStation. So I was actually given this action replay device maybe a couple of weeks ago. My grandparents gave it to me. They weren't actually sure what it was, but they saw it had the PlayStation logo on it, and they know I'm into this stuff, so they just thought they would give it to me. So to be honest, when I got it, I wasn't actually too sure what it is, but it's actually really cool, and there aren't many guides for these things on the internet, and I'm not even sure if many of these exist anymore, so that is why I thought I'd make a video on it. So basically, it has a connection right here. This is where you will connect it to the PlayStation 1 console. It has a switch on the side here. This is just an on and off switch. So right now it's on, and at the bottom it's off. It also has this rather strange port on the back. Now, I'm pretty sure this is where you would have connected it to a computer. None of the motherboards I have this kind of port on. I don't even have a cable with this port on, so it's really strange. But yeah, I'm not too sure about that. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. It's just got two screws on it to open it up, a few stickers on the back, they're probably covering screws. And yeah, so it's quite a small device, and it is a basically action replay, what says it right there, for the original PlayStation. So if you're wondering what this thing is, it's basically cheats. It allows you to play burnt games off a disc. It has many other features on there, like deleting files off your memory card. It's actually a really cool device if you're into the old PlayStations. Now here is my original PlayStation, so I'm just going to show you guys where this plugs in. So this action replay device will not work on every PlayStation. There's quite a few models which it doesn't work on. It definitely doesn't work on the PS1 Slim. But if you guys have a look at your PlayStation and it has a port like this, where it says parallel port, basically all you need to do is just take this cover off. The plastic cover just takes off like that. And then this connection here on the action replay will just plug into the back of your PlayStation. So it seems to fit in there quite well. It just looks like that when it's connected, so it's sticking up at the back of the PlayStation. So now I'm just going to go ahead and turn my PlayStation 1 on, and I'll show you guys what the menu looks like and all of the features on there. Right guys, so my PlayStation 1 is now connected to my TV, the Game Shark is plugged into the back, and the switch is flicked up to the top. So now I'm just going to turn on my PlayStation 1 and see if it works. I've also got a controller and two memory cards plugged in. Right guys, so here is the action replay menu. This will come up when you power on your PlayStation 1 before it gets to the PlayStation 1 menu. So mine seems to be in Spanish. I'm pretty sure that's Spanish. If it's not, then I'm not sure. But anyway, I can tell you what this says in English because I have the translation right here on my phone. So the top one, guys, just says start game. The second option says start game with cheats. The third option says select cheats. Then we have got memory manager. This one stayed in English for some reason. And then we have got this one right here which says graphic viewer. And then we just have CD-ROM. So I'll go from the bottom to the top and tell you guys what each one does. CD-ROM, you can just listen to music off a disc. If you have a game disc, I believe you can listen to music off that as well. Not really something I'd use, but still kind of a cool feature. Then we've got graphic viewer. I can just open that if I just press circle to open it. Again, I'm not really sure what this does. I think it just moves the screen about. I'm just going to leave it on 0 because I don't want to mess anything up. And you just press X to go back. Next on here we've got memory manager. Now this one is pretty cool because I have got two memory cards plugged in right now. If I just press circle to enter this, I can copy files from one memory card to another. So I've got a Crash Bandicoot thing, Scooby-Doo. Let's go ahead and copy some. So if you scroll down here and go onto copy by pressing circle, you can then select your game, so Crash Bandicoot, and then you can then press circle and it will copy across to the other memory card. So as you can see, let's just copy across Scooby-Doo as well. So go to copy, select by pressing circle, and then just press circle to copy it across. And that is how you copy files from one memory card to another. So you can just go and press circle and exit. You can also erase memory cards if you want to. So the next thing here is select cheats. So I can do that right now because I have actually got Crash Bandicoot in. So if I go and select some cheats, let's just press circle. Then I've just got to find my game. So here, Crash Bandicoot, just press circle on it. And then you can just press circle on the cheats. So this one here says 99 lives, I'm guessing, because it's 99. And then this one here is, I'm going to say 100% game complete. So once you've got these cheats selected, you can add more cheats if you want to. You just want to press X to go back. You can go back into it and just make sure the cheat's selected. Then just press X to go back again. And now we've got the last two options. So this one just starts games normally. You can start games, burnt games, copies of games. Pretty much any PS1 game's really cool. But they must all be the same region. It's not region free. And then we've got start game with cheats. So that is what I'm going to open up now. So I'm just going to press circle to load it. It's going to come up start and just give it about 30 seconds to boot up the game. All you want to do is just go and start game, and I will show you guys that the cheats are hopefully working. So there you go guys, every level is unlocked. This is pretty cool. I also have 99 lives, so let's just jump into a game and give it a quick test. Let's try this game right here. So there you go, I've got 25 lives, but it's actually a glitch. Once I collect one more life, I should be able to get 100% lives. There you go guys, it's going to go up at 99 lives. So that is pretty cool. Every time you get more lives, it will just refill, like this one right here. Yeah guys, so that is pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to do a tutorial on this because I've seen hardly any of them on YouTube, and to be honest, the ones that do exist, they don't really know what they're doing. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.